My next guest has appeared in so many iconic shows, from Chernobyl, which was amazing, and The Terror, to The Crown. Today, though, sees the release of his new must-watch drama, BritBox's The Beast Must Die.
He was gated last term for copying another student's exam. I told him, next time, don't get caught. It's a little too unprincipled for you?
Maybe a bit.
Well, you're a teacher. You have to pretend to believe in fair play, don't you? In the real world, if you're smart enough to get away with something, well, you probably deserve to.
Jared Harris joins me now. It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining us this morning. And wow, this is very intriguing. And it's all, I guess it's a lot to do with revenge, I suppose.
Yes. It's a story about a woman whose child is killed in a hit-and-run accident. The police essentially exhaust all their leads, and she decides to take the matter into her own hand and find the person who did it and murder them.
Right, and filmed in the beautiful Isle of Wight, I believe. Did you film all this, presumably during lockdown?
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was end of August, October, November. The Isle of Wight is lovely. I've never been there before. There are parts of it that reminded me of the Cotswolds. It was actually warm enough to swim.
Wow.
I didn't go in the water. I wasn't brave.
And how was that? How was that experience? Because I'm intrigued by, what it's like for the actors, for the directors, for the crew. Because there's that there's that sort of added pressure on all of you.
Yeah, I mean, in one way, I felt very safe because everyone was being tested twice a week, and we were all encouraged to stay in our bubbles. On the other hand, it meant that you didn't get to know everybody in the way that you would normally if you're on location. Also, all the crew are wearing masks. You had no idea what anybody looked like from here downwards. And when you would actually see them when they take their mask off, you go, yeah, that's not you. I've imagined a completely different look for you.
That's something. It's weird. It's so strange, isn't it? But isn't it incredible? It really is, Jared, how people have still been able to be creative, and they've still been able to make movies and to make TV shows. Somehow, the creative mind always manages to get round it.
You mentioned The Terror earlier, and one of the things that they did to keep themselves entertained there was they put on shows there. So, entertainment, people who need entertainment, they're very resilient, aren't they? Figure out ways.
Yeah, you do. You absolutely do. Now, you talked about The Terror. We've been obsessed by that over here. That was a remark. I mean, it's an intriguing story anyway. I've always been intrigued by what happened to Franklin in that expedition.
Really?
It's astonishing, isn't it? Absolutely astonishing.
You know about it?
Yeah. And it's just one of those things. I'm really interested in exploration, especially of places like Antarctica and places like this where they're trying to discover new things. So I found the take on that so interesting, and it was quite remarkable because we don't exactly know what happened. We've got a rough idea of what happened, but it was what a great thing to have been part of.
Yeah, I mean, I loved doing it. Did it 5 years ago. It was always a kind of a mystery to us why it never really been seen here, and we were, I suppose, at this point, given up hope that it would ever be seen. But not unlike the ships, we were discovered by the BBC.
You absolutely were. Can I say, it's an observation I have about your career, you do tend to get killed off rather a lot. Is that like in your contract?
Yeah, my wife mentions that all the time. She says that she's fed up with me getting...
I know. It does tend to happen a lot. Also, huge congratulations on the BAFTA that you won for Chernobyl, and that was a remarkable series, wasn't it? Must have been amazing to work on, but you nearly never got the part.
Yes, that's Carrie Ann Tholas told me when I met him that they had offered the part to Daniel, but he retired 3 days later. So But actually, it was interesting because it wasn't the first time something like that happened. Because when I went for the costume fittings for the Sherlock Holmes movie, I'd obviously been talking to him because all of the costume diagrams are all of him in costume.
Well, for goodness sake, I can't imagine anyone else playing that part. A lot of what you do, it's stuff that really makes you think. I mean, you do fun things like Sherlock Holmes and all of that, but then we see you in, amazing productions also, like we've talked about The Terror and things like that. Is there anything else left that you want to do?
I'm currently working on an Apple TV show called Foundation, which is a sci-fi show. And reading lots of scripts at the moment.
I'll bet you are. I'll bet you are. Loads and loads. Listen, thank you so much. I know we struggled a little bit with the sound because of these days when we're doing Zoom stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. I really, really appreciate it. And you can watch The Beast Must Die on BritBox right now. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.